تعالوا شباب ناخد example عشان نفهم أكتر. On Jan 1, 2015, N Corporation purchased $400,000 of 8% bonds of A Corporation for $369,114. The bonds were purchased to yield 10% interest. Interest is payable annually on Jan 1. The bond matures on Jan 1, 2020, and company plans to hold the bond to collect contractual cash flows. On Jan 1, 2017, after receiving the interest, N company sold the bond for $370,726 after receiving interest to meet its liquidity needs. شبينا في البروبلم N corporation represent the investor or the acquiring company. Purchase bond from A corporation. A corporation represent the issuing company. يبقوا خلي بالكم اتفقنا إني في الشابتر ده we record from the point of view of the bond holder. يعني يا شباب from the point of view of N corporation اللي هو الانفستور. تمام؟ شباب واخدين بالكم من حاجة إن أنا البوند الفيس فاليو $400,000. البوند interest rate 8%. الماركت interest rate 10%. ده معناه يا شباب إن البوند purchased at discount. طب ليه يا شباب؟ لأن الفيس فاليو $400,000 وده بار فاليو يعني قيمة البوند $400,000. N corporation paid كام يا شباب؟ $369,114. طب ليه يا شباب؟ لأن البوند interest rate 8% والماركت interest rate 10%. ده معناه يا شباب لو N corporation قررت إنها تعمل investment in الماركت هيجيلها 10% interest. طب لو قررت إنها تعمل purchase للبوند of A corporation تستثمر في البوند of A corporation هيجيلها interest rate 8% أقل من الريت اللي هيجيلها لو استثمرت فلوسها في الماركت. Therefore, as a compensation كتعويض لل N corporation it will purchase the bond of A corporation at discount less than the face value. تشتريها بقيمة أقل من الفيس value or the bar value. طب حاجة تانية يا شباب لازم تاخدوا بالكم منها. قال لي إن N company plans to hold the bond to collect contractual cash flows. ده معناه يا شباب إن ال two criteria are met. First criteria N company decide to hold the bond till maturity date. Second criteria contractual cash flows. يعني في الكيس دي يا شباب N corporation will account for the bond using amortized cost. Required number A, prepare the journal entry to record the purchase of the investment on Jan 1, 2015. Number B, prepare the schedule of interest revenue and discount amortization using the effective interest method. C, prepare the journal entries to record the annual interest receipts on December 31, 2015. Number D, show how N corporation reports its investment in A corporation in its December 31, 2015. Number E, prepare the journal entry to record the sale of the bonds on January 1, 2017. Number F, assume that N elected the fair value option for this investment if the fair value of A corporation bond is $368,000 on December 31, 2015. Prepare the adjusting entry and the show how N corporation reports its investment in A corporation on December 31, 2015. Solution. Number A, record the purchase of the investment on January 1, 2015. شباب نأكد تاني إن أنا في البروبلم we record from the point of view of the bond holder or the acquiring company اللي هي شباب مين N corporation. طب يا شباب هو طالب مني ايه في number A؟ record the purchase of the bond on January 1, 2015 by N corporation. طب يا شباب وانا ال N corporation purchased bond and pay cash. يبقى في الكيس دي يا شباب ايه؟ الكاش decrease in the credit side. طب يا شباب N corporation purchased bond. البوند considered an asset called debt investment. why يا شباب؟ لأن ال company or ال N company invest in the debt of a company. يبقى في الكيس دي يا شباب ال debit side assets will increase. Debt investment will increase in the debit side. We record using purchase price or purchase cost اللي هي يا شباب ايه؟ $369,114. طب يا شباب خدوا بالكم من حاجة إن ال debt investment considered long term investment. why? because the company اللي هي شباب N company intended to hold it till maturity date 5 years. No intention to sell this bond in the near future. شباب لأن ال N corporation intended to hold till maturity مقررة إنها يا شباب هتحتفظ بالبوند till maturity date لغاية تاريخ الاستحقاق 5 years. عشان كده considered long term investment. Number B prefers a schedule of interest revenue and discount amortization. نفس الفكرة يا شباب اللي احنا خدناها في chapter 3. First column date, second column interest received. شباب انا هنا interest received. الشابتر 3 كنت بقول ايه يا شباب interest paid لان انا هنا بعمل recording from the point of view of the bond holder. Third column interest revenue. Fourth column bond discount amortization. Last column carrying amount of the bond or the amortized cost. طب يا شباب on January 1, 2015 carrying amount of the bond $369,114. الفلوس يا شباب اللي ايه N corporation دفعتها. تمام شباب هو قال لي في البروبلم حاجة مهمة لازم تاخدوا بالكم منها ان ال interest paid annually on January 1. معناه يا شباب ان ال interest هتدفع مرة واحدة on January 1. يبقى Jan 1 2016 interest received equal face value time البوند interest rate time البيريود. الفيس فاليو كانت بكام يا شباب؟ $400,000 time البوند interest rate 8% time البيريود 1 year. تطلع ال interest received كام؟ $32,000. interest revenue equal carrying amount at the beginning of the period time market interest rate time period. طب يا شباب on Jan 1 2016 carrying amount at the beginning of the period كانت كام يا شباب؟ $369,114 time market interest rate 10% time period 1 year. تطلع ال interest revenue كام؟ $360,911.4. bond discount amortization equal ايه يا شباب؟ equal interest revenue minus interest received يعني equal 36,911 minus $32,000. تطلع كام يا شباب البوند discount amortization on Jan 1 2016 $4,911. carrying amount of bond on Jan 1 2016 or amortized cost. هجيب ازاي يا شباب carrying amount of the bond on Jan 1 2016 carrying amount of the bond on Jan 1, 2015 plus amortized discount. يعني شاب 369,114 plus 4,911 equal $374,025. طب يا شباب on Jan 1 2017 نفس الفكرة، عايزة أحسب ال interest received face value time ال bond interest rate time ال period تطلع كام؟ $32,000 مش هتتغير. تمام. طب ال interest revenue on Jan 1 2017 equal the carrying amount of the previous period time ال market interest rate time ال period. طب يا شباب on Jan 1 2017 ال carrying amount of the previous period يا شباب كانت كام؟ $374,025 time ال market interest rate 10% time 1 year تطلع كام يا شباب؟ $37,402. عايزة أجيب يا شباب ال bond discount amortization on Jan 1 2017. هعمل إيه يا شباب؟ ال interest revenue minus ال interest received يعني يا شباب 37,402 minus $32,000 يطلع عندي ال bond discount amortization $5,402. يبقى يا شباب ال carrying amount of the bond or the amortized cost on Jan 1 2017 equal the carrying amount of the bond on Jan 1 2016 plus the bond discount amortization on Jan 1 2017 يعني شباب $374,025 plus $5,402 equal $379,428. تمام. تقدروا يا شباب تكملوا السكادول بنفس الطريقة. Number C. Record the annual interest receipts on December 31, 2015. شباب قال لي حاجة مهمة في البروبلم إن ال interest is payable on Jan 1 annually. ده معناه يا شباب إن N corporation will receive the interest annually on Jan 1. معناها هتستلم ال interest مرة واحدة في السنة on Jan 1. طب يا شباب عايز نعمل recording on December 31, 2015. ده معناه يا شباب إن أنا هعمل recording لل adjusting entry. هنا يا شباب أنا عندي حاجة اسمها accrued revenue إيراد مستحق مفروض N corporation تستلمه ولكن ال interest will be received on Jan 1, 2016 بس لازم أعمل لي recording يا شباب on December 31, 2015. طب يا شباب interest revenue will increase in the credit side. نعمل recording يا شباب ال value of the interest revenue on December 31, 2015 هجيبها من السكادول يا شباب كانت كام؟ 36,911.4. in the debit side يا شباب ما ينفعش اعمل recording cash لان انا لسه يا شباب N corporation will receive revenue on Jan 1, 2016 يبقى هعمل recording interest receivable بكام يا شباب؟ $32,000. The difference between interest receivable and interest revenue represent يا شباب ايه؟ bond discount amortization. طب يا شباب احنا عارفين ان ال bond discount amortization result in increase in the carrying value of the bond. طب يا شباب احنا عارفين ان ال bond represent an asset called debt investment. ده معناه يا شباب ان ال bond discount amortization result in an increase in the debt investment. Therefore, debt investment will be recorded in the debit side by the difference between the interest revenue and the interest receivable هيطلع عندي كام يا شباب؟ 4911.4. لازم تبقوا عارفين حاجة مهمة يا شباب، إن ال interest receivable considered current asset. Why? Because it is expected to be collected one day from the balance sheet date. Will be collected on Jan 1, 2016. Therefore, it is considered current or short-term assets. Number D كان طالب مني يا شباب إيه؟ Show how N corporation reports its investment in A corporation on December 31, 2015. عندي يا شباب statement of financial position اللي هو البالانس شيت والincome statement. تمام. statement of financial position يا شباب under the long term investments هيظهر عندي ال debt investments. اتفقنا يا شباب ان ال debt investment considered long term investments. On December 31, 2015 the value of the debt investments $374,025. Under current assets interest receivable اتفقنا يا شباب ان ال interest receivable considered current assets. The value $32,000. income statement هيظهر عندي في income statement يا شباب under other income and expenses interest revenue. value of interest revenue on December 31, 2015 $36,911.4. طب ليه يا شباب عملت recording interest revenue under other income and expenses? Because the interest revenue is considered income from other activities not related to the main activity of the corporation. عشان كده يا شباب هيظهر عندي ال interest revenue في ال income statement under other income and expenses OCI. Number E, record the sale of the bond on Jan 1, 2017. شباب لو ال N corporation باعت البوند on Jan 1, 2017 عايز اعمل recording للترانزاكشن. شباب انا هنا we will compare between the carrying value of the bond or the amortized cost of the bond and the selling price. If the amortized cost less than the selling price, there will be gain on sale of that investment. If the amortized cost higher than the selling price, there will be loss on sale of the debt investment. طب يا شباب انا عندي amortized cost on Jan 1, 2017 اجيبها من السكادول يا شباب $379,428 less selling price of the bond $370,726. ده معناه يا شباب there will be loss on sale of the bond. بكام يا شباب اللوس؟ $8,702. طب يا شباب عايز اعمل recording للسيل of the bond on Jan 1, 2017. Once يا شباب an corporation sold the bond, it will receive cash. يبقى therefore cash will increase in the debit side. هعمل recording يا شباب الكاش بالselling price كام؟ $370,726. شباب بما اني an corporation باعت sold the bond, we will remove the bond from our books by the carrying value. نعمل removing يا شباب للdebt investment from N corporation books. يبقى debt investment will be recorded in the credit side by the carrying value or the amortized cost $379,428. The difference between the amortized cost and the selling price represent loss on sale of debt investment will be recorded in the debit side $6,702. Number F. شباب ركزوا، الحتة دي مهمة جدا. طب احنا number A و B و C و D و E كنا بنحل البروبلم N corporation account for the bond using amortized cost، لأن احنا اتفقنا يا شباب إن ال two criteria are met. اتفقنا يا شباب if one of the two criteria are not met we will use the fair value. Number F بيقول يا شباب ايه؟ assume that N elected the fair value option for this investment. يعني in case يا شباب ال N corporation used the fair value to account for the bond. If the fair value of A corporation bond is $368,000 on December 31, 2015, prepare the adjusting entry. بصوا يا شباب، لما يجي يقول لي في البروبلم the corporation use the fair value، في الكيس دي يا شباب we compare between the carrying amount of the bond or the amortized cost and the fair value. The difference between the fair value and the amortized cost represent either loss or gain. طب يا شباب، وقال لي في البروبلم هنا ايه؟ ان ال fair value on December 31, 2015 كانت بكام يا شباب؟ $368,000. ده معناه يا شباب in case ان انا لو بعت البوند في الماركت هتجيب لي $368,000. طب ال carrying value of the bond on December 31, 2015 or the amortized cost كانت بكام يا شباب؟ $374,025.4. ده معناه يا شباب ان ال fair value on December 31, 2015 is less than the amortized cost. يعني يا شباب لو انا بعت البوند في الماركت هتجيب لي 368,000. طب هي قيمتها كام يا شباب؟ الامورتايزد كوست اور كارينج فاليو كام؟ $374,025. ده معناها ان انا لو بعتها يحصل عندي ايه؟ loss. يبقى ال unrealized holding gain or loss $6,025. بقول عليها يا شباب unrealized holding gain or loss عشان اللوس ديت غير محققة، انا ما بعتش، انا بقول لو بعت البوند في الماركت. يبقى ال adjusting entry يا شباب on December 31, 2015 debit side unrealized holding gain or loss in the debit side, credit side fair value adjustment $6,025. طب وانا هنا ال value of the debt investment or the value of the bond will decrease. ما بعملش recording لل debt investment in the credit side، بعمل recording لحاجة اسمها fair value adjustment which represent part of the asset. بعملها recording in the credit side represent that the bond value will reduce. طب يا شباب if N corporation use fair value option to account for the bond or the debt investment, how N corporation reports its investment in A corporation on December 31, 2015. Statement of financial position هيظهر عندي شباب under long term investments debt investment $368,000. under current assets interest receivable $32,000. in an income statement under other income and expenses هيظهر عندي شباب interest revenue $36,911.4. ويظهر عندي شباب حاجة تانية ايه هي unrealized holding gain or loss $6,025. $25. Example 2. On January 1, 2015, N Corporation purchased $500,000 of 12% bond of A Corporation for $537,907. The bond were purchased to yield 10% interest. Interest is payable annually on January 1. The bond mature on Jan 1, 2020. N Corporation plans to hold the bond to collect contractual cash flows. شايف هنا عندي في البروبلم N Corporation purchased bond from A Corporation. يبقى therefore يا شباب N Corporation is the investor or the acquiring company. A Corporation is the issuing company. واحنا اتفقنا يا شباب في chapter 4 we record from the point of view of the bondholder or the acquiring company اللي هو شباب N Corporation. شباب واخدين بالكم في البروبلم ديت قال لي ان N Corporation purchased $500,000 bond 12%. ده معناه يا شباب ان الفيس فاليو or البار فاليو of the bond $500,000 for $537,907. ده معناه يا شباب ان N Corporation paid $537,907. طب ليه يا شباب البوند الفيس فاليو قيمتها 500,000. لما جت N Corporation تدفع البوند تمن البوند ديت دفعت فيها كام يا شباب $537,907. طب يا شباب طب ليه البوند interest rate 12% market interest rate 10%. ده معناه يا شباب ان ال N Corporation in case ان هي decided to make investment in the bond of A Corporation it will get interest 12%. طب يا شباب لو N Corporation قررت انها تعمل investment in الماركت هيجي لها كام يا شباب 10%. ده معناها ان هي لو عملت investment in A Corporation هيجي لها interest اكبر من الانترست اللي هيجي لها لو عملت investment في الماركت. ففي الكيس ديت A Corporation هتعمل ايه يا شباب هتبيع البوند to N Corporation price higher than the face value. عشان كده شباب البوند purchased at premium. تمام required. Number A. Prepare the journal entry to record the purchase of the investment on January 1, 2015. Number B. Prepare the schedule of interest revenue and premium amortization using the effective interest method. Number C. Prepare the journal entries to record the annual interest received on December 31, 2015. Number D. Show how N Corporation reports its investment in A Corporation in its December 31, 2015. Number E. Prepare the journal entries to record the annual interest received on December 31, 2016. Solution. Number A. Record the purchase of the investment on January 2015. تمام يا شباب هأكد تاني يا شباب عليكم إن في البروبلم هنا we record from the point of view of the bondholder the acquiring company اللي هي N Corporation. Number E عايز أعمل record للpurchase of the bond on January 1, 2015. N Corporation purchased the bond and pay cash. Therefore the cash will decrease in the credit side. تمام يا شباب اتفقت يا شباب إن N Corporation purchased bond considered assets called debt investment. Therefore debt investment will increase in the debit side. نعمل recording يا شباب using the purchase price $537,907. Number B. Schedule of interest revenue and premium amortization. First column date, second column interest received, third column interest revenue, fourth column bond premium amortization, last column carrying amount of the bond. شباب قال لي في البروبلم interest is payable annually on Jan 1. تمام يا شباب؟ يبقى عندي أول حاجة on Jan 1 2015 carrying amount of the bond. الفلوس يا شباب ال purchase price ال N corporation دفعتها to A corporation $537,907. تمام. on Jan 1 2016 interest received يا شباب. اتفقت ان انا بحسب ال interest received ازاي يا شباب؟ equal ال face value time ال bond interest rate time ال period $500,000 time 12% time 1 year equal $60,000. تمام. طب ال interest revenue on January 1 2016 equal the carrying amount time ال market interest rate time ال period. طب يا شباب هو ال carrying amount on Jan 1 2016 equal ايه يا شباب؟ ال carrying amount of the previous period $537,907 اللي هي ال carrying amount on Jan 1 2015 time market interest rate 10% time 1 year. تطلع عندي ال interest revenue بكام يا شباب؟ $53,790. تمام. ال bond premium amortization equal interest received minus interest revenue. يعني شباب $60,000 minus $53,790. يطلع ال bond premium amortization on Jan 1 2016 $6,209.26. تمام. عشان يا شباب اجيب ال carrying amount of the bond on Jan 1 2016 هجيبها ازاي يا شباب؟ equal carrying amount of the bond on Jan 1 2015 minus bond premium amortization. يعني equal كام يا شباب؟ $537,907 minus bond premium amortization $6,209.26. هيديني ال carrying amount of the bond on Jan 1 2016 $531,698.14. تقدروا يا شباب تكملوا السكادول بنفس الطريقة. Number C. Record the annual interest receipts on December 31 2015. شباب قال لي في البروبلم حاجة مهمة جدا. قال لي إن ال interest is payable annually on Jan 1. ده معناه يا شباب إن N corporation هتستلم ال interest بتاعها مرة واحدة في السنة on Jan 1. طب يا شباب أنا عايزة أعمل recording لل accrued revenue on December 31 2015. شباب دي considered adjusting entry. أنا بسجل فيها ال accrued revenues يعني الإيراد مستحق بقى مستحق ليا بس أنا لسه هستلم الريفينيو ده on Jan 1 2016. تمام يا شباب. interest revenue will increase in the credit side. The value $53,790.74. interest receivable in the debit side $60,000. وما قلتش يا شباب كاش لأني interest will be received on Jan 1 2016. on December 31 2015 أنا بعمل recording just يا شباب لل adjusting entry. The difference between interest receivable and interest revenue represent bond premium amortization. طيب يا شباب واحنا عارفين يا شباب ان ال bond premium amortization result in reduction in the carrying value of the bond. طب تمام. طب يا شباب ال bond considered an asset. طب بما ان يا شباب ال debt investment will be decreased by the bond premium amortization value. عشان كده يا شباب هيظهر عندي ال debt investment in the credit side by the difference between the interest receivable and interest revenue. يطلع عندي $6,209.26. الفاليو دي يا شباب انا جبتها من السكادول number D طالب مني في number D إيه يا شباب؟ show how N corporation reports its investment in A corporation on December 31, 2015. شباب أنا عندي في ال statement of financial position اللي هو البالانس شيت long term investment هيظهر under long term investment ال debt investments. فاتفقنا يا شباب إن ال debt investment considered long term investment. ال value on December 31, 2015 $531,698.14. current assets يظهر تحتيها يا شباب ال interest receivable which considered current asset $60,000. تمام يا شباب. ال income statement under ال other income and expenses يظهر يا شباب ال interest revenue $53,790.74. آخر حاجة يا شباب طالب مني في number E record the annual interest receipts on December 31, 2016. نفس الفكرة يا شباب دي considered adjusting entry. In the credit side interest revenue will increase by 53,169.81. Interest receivable will be recorded in the debit side $60,000. Difference between the interest receivable and interest revenue represent premium amortization. اتفقنا يا شباب ان ال premium amortization result in reduction in the value of the debt investment. As a result, the debt investment will be recorded in the credit side by $6,830.19. Good luck يا شباب. Waiting for your comments and questions.